Hey there, my fellow lunatics, and welcome to Dakon's Madhouse. Okay, everybody, today we're making sure that we've all got pants. Pants are important, and you need to make sure you wear the right pants. Don't want to be caught without pants. That would be embarrassing. Okay, let's put on pants. So, what are we ranking? How are we ranking? This tier list contains my opinions on which items are worth upgrading and which ones not so much. Now, I'm basing my opinions off of the stats of the items at various levels without reinforcement, and whether the item itself is just useful in general, or how its stats compare to other items of the same type. I also think it's worth mentioning that if you use the item a lot and you think it's worth upgrading, then it's worth upgrading. I'm not telling you how to play. The devs did a great job with the upgrade system to make a lot of items worthwhile at various levels. So if an item is working for your playstyle and you want to keep using it, do so. So what is each tier going to stand for? Let's start with S tier. This tier is the cream of the crop. The best items that are always worth upgrading are going to be here. A tier contains items that are usually worth leveling up to 18, either because you may use them a lot or because its level 18 bonus is just worthwhile. B tier items may not be worth leveling up to 18, but they will stay with you for a long time and be useful at many different levels. C tier items are items that are worth putting a few levels into, but really only to tide you over until you can replace it with something better. Then we've got D tier items, which really aren't worth upgrading at all, but if you put a level or two into them, it won't be the end of the world. And of course, F tier items are a complete waste of time to upgrade. Don't even bother. Alright, let's start us off with the bikini bottom in all of its various colors. And this thing is going into D tier. If you want to upgrade your movement speed, upgrade it a few points, but otherwise, it's really not that worth it. Alright, next we have got the board shorts in their various colors, and they are the same as the bikini bottoms. They're just really not worth putting more than a couple levels into. And now we've got the bronze pants, and these are solid range damage armor, so I'm going to throw these into B tier, as you can wear these for a good long while. Now we have got the caveling pants, which I'm actually going to throw into B tier. These are pretty decent early mining and dodge pants, and you're going to wear them for a good long while, depending on your build. You can have a variety of builds that'll use these. So grab these, keep them upgraded, you'll make good use out of them. And now we are going to the copper pants, which I'm going to throw into D tier, because while the upgrades themselves are pretty good, there's just so much better armor out there that you're not going to wear these pants for very long. Next, we've got the Cosmos legwear, and I'm going to actually throw this into C tier. The upgrades aren't bad, but there's better pants out there, and so while you can make use of these, they are a bit late game and they are a bit expensive. So putting a few points into them is perfectly fine because they are worth it, but you're probably not going to max these guys out. Next are the Galaxite pants, which I am throwing into D tier. The armor is actually pretty good, but the upgrades really just aren't worth it. Maybe one level, but that's about it. And now we have got the Gemstone Harem pants, which I'm also going to throw into D tier. There's only 2 levels that you have to get to max these guys out. So if you're wearing them and you like them, you know, maybe give them that 1 or 2 levels that you would need, but otherwise just use them as they are. The gingerbread pants, well, holiday pants and holiday gear in general tends to fall into the F track, and these pants are no different. The Godsent King pants, I'm also going to place here in D tier because the upgrades really aren't all that great. There's only 2 levels that you have to do, but you're only going to get like a 1% boost to all of those stats, and it's just not really worth it. The hazmat suit pants are going into F tier. The only reason that you're going to want hazmat suit is for its set bonus, and you don't got to upgrade it for that. Next, we have got the hive bone pants. I'm going to throw these guys into C tier. They're pretty decent, and they're worth putting some points into. They'll last you for a little while, but you will ultimately replace them. And now we've got the iron pants. I'm throwing these guys into A tier. They are amazing damage armor, and they have excellent boosts, and they upgrade very well and provides a really solid armor bonus. These are pants that are worth upgrading and keeping around. Ivy's pants. These guys are going right into S tier. An amazing set of pants. It upgrades really, really well, and this is end game gear that you are going to get very, very early. So grab these and use them. The magma shin armor. Now, I have been putting magma armor into the A tier because it is so good, but this one I am actually putting into D tier. While the item itself is great, the upgrades for it are trash, and they're just not worth spending the money on. If you've gone a full molten build and you've got the resources, go ahead, put the money in it, finish it up. Otherwise, don't waste your time on putting more than a level or two into this, because the upgrades just aren't worth it. Next, we have got the mercenary pants. These things are a good general purpose pant armor, and definitely worth pumping some levels into, as it upgrades really, really well. But once you get more specialized, you will replace this with other pants. So I'm putting it in C tier, as you're probably not going to max it out. Here we've got the miner worker pants, and these are going into S tier. With the bonuses for mining that it provides, as well as speed, these are a no-brainer item. You're going to want these. And now we've got the mold web pants, and these guys are actually going to go into B tier. They upgrade really, really well, and if you're a melee user, you could actually get some good mileage out of these pants, so don't discount them. Next, we have got the ninja leggings, and like the rest of the ninja set, this is going straight into S tier. You only need to upgrade it for one level, and you're really only getting like 1% on all of those upgrades, but that 1% when combined with the rest of the armor does actually add up. The item is worth spending that point on. Now we've got the octarine pants, and this one is going into D tier. The only thing that really upgrades well on the octarine pants are the armor. So if you need some extra armor for your defense, spend a couple of levels, upgrade the octarine pants. Otherwise, just get some better armor. Omeros leggings barely upgrade at all when you level them, so I'm throwing these guys into F tier because you're just not going to get anything good out of them. The same is true for the paladin pants. While this set of armor isn't bad, you only get a 1% upgrade for multiple levels worth of cost. Just not worth it. Ranger pants are going into A tier. These are a solid early item end game piece of armor, and it upgrades very, very well, just like the rest of the ranger armor. Wear it, love it, enjoy it. The rubber boots, while they're cool looking, I'm going to put right into the F tier because they barely upgrade. Don't waste your money. The scarab legs, however, do have really good upgrades, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these guys into A tier, as the amount of upgrades that you get for the cost that you have to spend is absolutely worth it. And then the scarlet pants, just to go right back down, we've got them into the F tier, as these barely provide any upgrade bonuses, so don't waste your time and your resources. And now we have got the scuba fins. These guys are going into A tier, as every upgrade that you provide for them is absolutely worth it, as it increases the chance for your fish to be hooked by a bunch. So spend the time and get these guys upgraded, because once you have that max fishing and you want to reel in a bunch of fish, this armor will definitely help you with that. And now we have got the solarite tassets. And while these are a little bit better than their other solarite counterparts, I'm still putting them in S tier, as it barely upgrades at all. Do not waste your time. Stone pants are also going into F tier for the exact same reason. The only reason to spend any resources on this is if you're working on that boss damage reduction build. Otherwise, the upgrades for this are barely noticeable, and they do not provide a lot of bonus. The Wild Warden pants, however, just like other Wild Warden armor, provide excellent upgrade bonus for what you're paying and are worth every penny. They're going straight into A tier. And like usual, we will finish off with wood pants in the F tier. If you're going to spend the copper, make copper armor. And I think that just about wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and until next time, stay crazy.